Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lost Levels podcast. This is podcast number 156. Oh my gosh. I hope you enjoyed my intro. Yes, I edited that little intro, so hopefully you enjoyed it. I thought it was really bodacious and ostentatious, so hope you enjoyed the intro. Anyway, if you could tell by the music that was playing at the beginning, what we're talking about today is Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, a game that came out just yesterday, February 20th, 2015. It came out yesterday, so hopefully you have the copy. You know, you better have the copy if you're not a Kirby fan. Even if you're not a Kirby fan, you know, it could be your first Kirby game because it's a really great game. So hopefully you have it. If you don't have it, you know, you can hear our thoughts and whatnot. So, hello everybody. I am Spider Star You. I'm going to be leading this discussion today, and we have a very small crew today. But you know, we're gonna make it. All right, we're gonna make it. Today, I am joined by a person from MPL. Yes, this is our guest. We have a guest here today, and his name is Impadude. Say hi, Impadude.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing really good.
All right, so this is your first podcast, so hopefully you're not too nervous or anything. It's going to be so much fun, I can already tell. Okay, so that's our cast, literally just us two, all right? And if you're like, what the heck, why isn't there more people? Well, why didn't you guys join? So, yeah, don't get mad, don't get crazy. Yeah, so this is the guest that's joining us today from the post I made about join us in our Kirby and the Rainbow Curse podcast. So Impadude joined, and I'm really happy to have him here. So thank you, Impadude, for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, so I have all the questions set up. So I'm gonna ask the questions and stuff. We're just gonna have a good old discussion. So let us get started with the first question. Where did you purchase the game? And do you have any story? So Impadude, do you want to answer this question first?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I purchased the game at Best Buy. I don't really have too much of a story. Really what happened was I saw, this thing for the podcast. I was like, you know what? Because I was thinking about getting, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. So then I saw this, little, info thing, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get the game. So I got the game, and I was like, Dad, we have to go to Best Buy. He was like, okay, fine. And so we went to Best Buy, and he had to return something anyway, so it was good for him, too. And so, I was getting the game, and I also checked online because I wanted to see if the Meta Knight amiibo was available, and it was at the store, so I was all excited because I was going to get the Meta Knight amiibo, even though it was, super rare.
Ooh.
So I went to the Best Buy, and the Meta Knight amiibo was not there, nor was there any, little listing for the Meta Knight amiibo. So whatever, no Meta Knight amiibo for me, but I got Rainbow Curse, so I'm okay.
Alright, yes, alright. For me, I don't have a story like that because guess what? I didn't go to pick up the game. My brother did. It was very, very, very cold yesterday on Friday. It was literally here in New York, it was freaking freezing. So I was like, oh, I really don't want to go out. So I asked my brother, and he hesitantly was like, oh, I don't want to do it, but okay, whatever, because he had to go to the library. So I was like, whatever, I'll go. So he did that through the grace of his heart, and he got it from GameStop. So that's the store. I always pre-order stuff. I always pre-order stuff, store pickup. That's what I always do. Always about that. So yeah, I got the game, and yeah. Guess how far I am? We're gonna see. In the next question, you're gonna see how far I am. I'll answer the next question first. Where are you currently at in the game? That's our second question. Where are we currently at? Impadude, with all due respect, I gotta answer it first. I am at World 6-2. Oh. I played the game so freaking much yesterday because I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do a podcast and not have anything finished, whatever the case might be. So I was like, if I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna go through almost the whole game, at least before the podcast. So in literally 1 day's time and a little bit before the podcast, I'm at 6-2, and actually I'm doing a level right now. It's a level where you're playing as Rocket Kirby, and oh my god, I'm not that good at those levels because I gotta get all the treasure chests. But still, I'm at that level, and yeah, hopefully I'm gonna be advancing further on, and hopefully by next week I'll have it finished, the whole game finished. But I'm at 70% game finished, so I'm happy about that. And Impadude, how far are you in the game?
Oh yeah, very far. I've gotten to the very far level of World 2-1 because yesterday, so I was doing level 1-1 and 1-2. The first thing, I didn't realize how long these levels were. I thought they were going to be like, Super Mario levels. Clearly not the case in this situation. It was more of like giant Mario levels, like the 3-part ones. I don't know. They probably don't even exist. But like, anyways, so that, and then also my mom was like watching a movie, and it was actually kind of interesting. Really weird. It's called Birdman. But anyways, so I was like kind of paying attention to that. So I didn't really get anywhere yesterday. I got like 1-2, and then today I finished 1-3, and I also did the boss because I figured I have to get the boss done. All right, if I'm gonna get anything done, it's gonna be the boss. So I'm on World 2, guys. Got really far.
Oh my god, Impadude, I don't think I could get that far, but you really pushed the envelope.
It's pro level, guys.
Oh my gosh. But this also, isn't this your first Kirby game?
Yes, this is my first Kirby game.
Alright, yes. Hopefully we're making you into a Kirby fan. Alright, Kirby fan.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to the next question. Alright, this question relates to a past Kirby game, which since you said that, this is your first Kirby game, I know you didn't play it. So I'll just answer it, okay? Did you play Kirby Canvas Curse? If so, did the experience help you understand the controls better? Well, Impadude didn't play Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Kirby Canvas Curse, clearly.
Clearly did, guys.
Clearly. But I did, and I played it, like, back when it first came out. That was for people who don't know, that was my first DS game, which I bought with my own money and everything, so I felt, like, really accomplished. So I was like, yeah, my first game, my first DS game. So, I was already used to all that stuff. One thing I have to mention is maybe Kirby and the Rainbow Curse is kind of maybe a bit more controlled, and also dashing is kind of maybe a little bit slower, I should say, but pretty much the controls of Kirby Canvas Curse have pretty much helped me understand this game completely. I had no troubles at the beginning. Literally no troubles at all. Like, there was nothing that was confusing, nothing that was, like, too hard for me. The only thing I will say that kind of gets, like, like, oh my god, is, the fact that there's so much collectibles in the game, but we're gonna mention that later. Alright, we're gonna mention that later, which, I actually like the collectibles. I love the figurines and things like that. There's so much cool stuff in this game. Oh my gosh. I wish we could have, like, 5 podcasts about this, but we can only have one. I know, so let's move on to the next question, which you can answer this one, Impadude.
Yes!
Finally! The Rainbow Rope system. Do you like it? So you can answer that first.
Yeah, well, the Rainbow Rope system, okay, so there is this DS game called Yoshi's Touch and Go, and it was very similar to this. It had, like, the whole, like, cloud system where you, like, Yoshi was already moving, but you had to use, like, the clouds to, like, make him go up or down in, like, different areas. So, it reminds me a lot of that, so it can be, it's somewhat convenient, but at other times it can be really annoying because, like, you kind of want to get up somewhere, but, like, you have to, like, draw the ropes, like, all the way around just to get to, like 1 inch next to, like, another area. So it can be really complicated. And then there's other parts where, like, if you make the ropes too close, like, Kirby gets, like, jammed inside of them and starts, like, glitching out, and then he goes on, like, the other side, and then it just doesn't work out, and, yeah, it can get annoying.
For me, like I said, I played Kirby Canvas Curse, so, like, the controls itself wasn't, like, a new thing to me. For some people, that's not shade, it's the truth, it's new for some people, because, like, when they play Kirby game, they expect, like, oh, I'm gonna control Kirby, I'm gonna do this, that, and this, and whatever. But for these types of games, you have to, like, literally, like, draw a path for Kirby to move on. And, you have to press him to dash and things like that, so for me, it wasn't confusing. I actually liked it because I was used to it. I played Kirby Canvas Curse, so I was like, it wasn't a new thing. But it was just, like, I like the atmosphere and things like that. I love how the rainbow ropes look. It literally looks like a rope, literally. Like, there wasn't, like, Canvas Curse where it was, like, literally just a rainbow, like, a rainbow gradient line, whatever. It actually is, like, a detailed rope that actually, and as it disappears, I just really like it. I think it's, like, really an interesting system. I wouldn't mind if there was more Kirby games like this, because I actually enjoy it. But yeah, I like it a lot. I especially like those levels with the conveyor belts. Like, you're gonna experience this later in Impadude. So,
yeah, right.
I guess I could say spoilers, but it's not like a big spoiler. It's not like spoiling the ending or whatever. Just in some levels, you have to be in this conveyor belt, and, like, you have to, like, guide Kirby, like, by making those rainbow ropes as, like, what are they called? Like ropes to a different conveyor belt. So like you'll understand when you get to those levels. For the people who are already at those levels, you could probably explain in the comments better than I could because I'm bad at explaining things. But you'll understand when you play later on. It's like in World 5 and World 6.
I'll get there one day.
One day. Hopefully you finish the game, Impadude.
I will finish the game. I am determined to finish this game.
Good. I'm glad. All right. So here is the next question, which I think you can answer first as well, if you don't mind. What is your favorite level so far? Like, what level have you really enjoyed?
So I have a wide variety of 4 levels to choose from in this question from World 1. Personally, I like the boss level because I just think that boss levels are a lot more interesting, rather than just, like, regular levels. And the whole gameplay for the boss level, like the Wispy Woods one, I liked how it worked, like how I guess the mechanics of the boss level worked, and it was really easy for, like, a World 1, so that was good. So, yeah, that was probably my favorite level.
My favorite level, oh my god, that's gonna be hard to say. You know, I was not even prepared for this question. Oh my gosh. I guess maybe I should say Rainbow Across the Skies. The Blue Sky Palace, that's World 4-1.
Sounds so interesting.
Yeah, where I think...
I actually want to get to that level now.
Yeah, but it was funny, because if I choose a favorite level, any level I choose would be based on the atmosphere. Because, like, there's so many different atmospheres in this Kirby game. Anything I choose would be based on the atmosphere, not really the level itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In terms of bosses. My favorite boss is the Sky High Wispy Woods. That one is also the boss of what's it called? Oh my god, the Blue Sky Palace, World 4. My gosh, you see, I can't explain things. It's not possible. The boss of World 4 is the Sky High Wispy Woods, which, oh my god, another spoiler. Oh my god, I just spoiled it for you, dude. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I'm not that worried about spoilers. Okay. I mean, there's some spoilers I don't want to hear, but I don't care.
I won't spoil it.
It's a level design.
Yeah, you verse Wispy Woods again, and this time he's like metal, so you know you can't beat him the normal way. You have to like do this like dash attack where you get bigger. I forgot what that's called.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, you know what I mean, right? So like you have to do that, and that's the only way to beat him. And there's just this caterpillar thing, and just oh my god. It's just an interesting design though. I like how Wispy looked. I like how he looked like with like he was metal, but he looked more white than metal, ironically. But yeah, I just thought I like that. That's my favorite boss. The first boss, Wispy Woods, so easy. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's the first world, but still.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Was it easy for you, Impadude?
Yeah, it was easy.
Okay.
It was a little annoying at first because I didn't realize that you could become bigger and just automatically defeat him like that in like 2 tries.
Oh yeah.
But...
you circle it and just keep hitting him with that giant ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to the next one, alright? Most of us enjoy the levels, right? But there are some levels that get on our nerves. So what is your least favorite level so far, Impadude?
Yeah, so, you know, the wide variety of 4 levels that I have. The 1-3, which is like the Great Cave Escape, I have this listed. It's the Great Cave Escape, yeah. And I'm pretty sure that was the one with the, like, stupid waterfalls. And that was, like, really cool at first, but the fact that you couldn't move with the waterfalls, that was annoying. And then there's those stupid little fish inside the waterfalls. So then, like, you had to, like, you know how you had to use, like, the rainbow thing to, like, block out the waterfalls, but then if there was fish under that, they would fall, and then, like, you had to use another rainbow thing to get Kirby moving, but if you didn't use that, then the fish would get to you, and that was really annoying. I mean, personally, I don't like it when levels are more annoying than they are fun. Like, I try to have fun with levels, but if they're going to be annoying like that with stupid fish trying to kill me, first off, Kirby should be able to defeat fish like that. But still, like, it's... So, yeah, that's my least favorite level.
Frustrating, isn't it?
Frustrating.
I hope you look forward to the rest, because it only gets harder. Okay, my least favorite level. I think my least favorite level would have to be... I forgot. It's either the Woodland Battle, where Kirby turns into a tank again. Hold on, let me check that real quick. While we're doing a podcast, I'm gonna check something out, because I want to make sure I'm talking about the right level. I love the Kirby tank, Kirby can turn into a tank. Also another spoiler.
Oh no.
But in one of them, it's just so annoying because like I kept missing treasure chests, and it's just like, oh, when I miss a treasure chest, I get to do the level all over again. I remember I did that one like 4 times because I just kept missing it over and over again. And yeah, sometimes I miss things, but like for that level, like I just missed it over and over and over. Like I'm not used to doing a level like 4 times in a row, the same level. I'm used to like just like, oh, I missed one, I have to do it again. Missed 1 treasure chest, but this one I kept missing like 4. I missed like 3, and then I missed 2, then I missed 1. It's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's really annoying. Because I'm like you. I'm one of those people who can't go through a level without like collecting everything. Well, not necessarily in this game, but like in like other games, like if I don't collect all the collectibles, I'm just like, nope, you're going back. You're going back. I don't care how long it took to complete that level. You're going back. Like,
yeah,
that's just my.
That's how it was like for me. Also on Kirby Triple Deluxe, a game that came on a 3DS last year.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
It's like you gotta get if you don't get the things that you're missing. It's like I don't want to move on. I gotta finish it.
Yeah, especially because you know there's going to be something at the end, like, where you don't have all the collectibles and you can't move on, and that can just be really annoying.
Exactly. And, one thing I find maybe a little bit more annoying than getting the chests is having to get all the stars to a certain number to get the gold medal.
Oh, yeah, that's annoying.
For each level, you have to get a certain amount of stars to get a gold Kirby medal. That's how it is in the game, and sometimes I actually like that. I actually like that a lot more than games like Yoshi Touch and Go, or I mean not Yoshi Touch and Go. You made me think of that game. Yoshi's New Island. And Yoshi's New Island, like you have to collect all this stuff, like collect the flower, collect the coins, collect that stuff. The stars are very simple, so I like that. So like if I don't get enough stars, you know, I just look at more places and bam, I get all the stars.
Yeah.
So it's not hard. It's not like that. I just I get annoyed because you have to like. If you don't get all the stars, you have to collect all the stars again. So you have to do that the whole thing all over again, and that gets kind of repetitive. So that's what I mean by I'm frustrated by that. So, let's move on to the next question. Oh yeah, the level that bothered me, Woodland Battle, that's the one with the tank. So yes, I was correct about that.
Okay.
All right.
Tank, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I think when you play later on, like you will enjoy those levels. It's just like I said, collecting all this stuff gets kind of frustrating. Here's the next question. It's actually about collecting stuff. Segue. Do you like collecting the treasure chests? And do you think all the figurines, music remixes, and diary pages are a good incentive to collect things? Impadude, you can answer first.
So actually I do enjoy collecting the treasure chests because I think the figurines are actually really cool ideas in the game.
They are, right?
The music... they're like so cool because like it's like I don't know, it's just like a different way of like collecting things. Like in other games, it's just like you collect coins and that's all. But like this actually has like really cool things to collect, like figurines and music remixes. Because I'm a person who's like a huge fan of music. I love music. Music is my life. So I like collecting the remixes because personally, video game music is also really good and really creative. So I like listening to that. The diary pages are really cute, and I forgot to get the other diary pages in like level 2 and level 3 of World 1, so I have like one page, but it's like so adorable, and so yeah. And yeah, I think they are a good incentive to collect things because I just think that like if you have more things to collect and like unique things, not just like boring things, but like if you have unique things to collect, I think that makes the experience a lot more better for other people. So yeah, I think they're really cool ideas.
Yeah, I also agree with you so much because, like I said, even though sometimes it could be kind of like, doing the level again if you miss it, just collecting things, like collecting the treasure chest and then seeing the clay models, they're so adorable, they're so cute, they're so, just so cool. I just really like all that stuff, and then the music remixes, some of them I didn't really care too much about, but, some of them are just so awesome, our intro music. Hello, if you didn't hear the intro music, go back and hear it. After the 26-second mark, you should hear the music. Yeah. But I just think it's really cool, and it's also expanding from Kirby Triple Deluxe, where you had to collect the sunflower stone things. Those, I don't know. Oh my god, I'm saying it wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. The sunstones. people know what I'm talking about. If you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. But for this game, it's like you collect the treasure chest, and like there's actually like, oh, the figurines, oh, that's so cool, and they have like a description of each figurine. So like I can go like list like Kirby and see the things about Kirby, list the things about the enemy, like the katas, or Aline, the person with the paintbrush who draws the rainbow ropes. So I just think it's really freaking cool that Nintendo and everyone involved in this game did a fantastic job, and I think it's a great incentive for everyone to collect things. Because why are you gonna skip through the whole level and not collect like the figurine stuff? That's the cool stuff. That's what makes the game so cool.
Yeah.
You want to look at the clay things and things like that. So I think it's a good incentive, and I think Nintendo did a great job with that.
Yeah.
Fantastic job. I love it so much. And the descriptions are so witty too, like, oh man, I wish I wasn't doing this level right now. I'm doing right now at this moment. You hear the music. Hold on, let me put the music on. You hear that? I'm at World 6-2, back to the battleship with the Kirby rocket, and I'm currently doing that, so I don't want to like turn it off after all the work I just did. But you know, the figurines, like, if you get the game or if you have the game already, make sure you collect all the stuff, because looking at the descriptions of the characters are what make it so worth it. They're just so witty, and just some of it's like so cute. Like, it's just, I love it so much. So it's so adorable.
Like the game is like literally just a bundle of cuteness. Like, I'll just put it out there.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to get the game. Don't be like, oh, I want to get the game. It's too whatever, too cutesy. You can still have a fun time with this game, so don't let that bother you. Cutesy is a good thing, alright, it doesn't mean anything, just, you will enjoy the game, trust me. And if this is your first Kirby game, you know, this could be a great first Kirby game. This, or Kirby Triple Deluxe, there's so many great Kirby games out there, I can list tons of them. I'm sorry, guys, I'm just a humongous Kirby fan. I know Impadude's like, okay, can we move on already?
No.
Okay.
Personally, like, the whole Kirby series, like, now that I'm finally getting introduced to it, I actually like it a lot. It's definitely a lot more creative than, like, something like the new Super Mario Bros. Series, which is also, like, a 2D platformer. But that just gets annoying after a while. Kirby's actually kind of fun. Like, there's a lot more to do in it.
Yeah, so you gotta show Kirby some love, guys. Come on. Alright, so, actually, I think this might be our final question, Impadude. This might be our final question. So, what is your overall rating of the game? Now, I know it's early for you.
Yeah.
Very early, but you can, like, give, like, a prox review, like, just for now?
Yeah, so, like you said, I haven't gotten far in the game, but I've gotten far enough to know what, like, the whole experience is. Okay, so, I don't really like to do, like, out of 10 reviews, because, like, I'm sort of similar to Game Explain in the fact that, like, out of 10 reviews are kind of pointless. I kind of just like giving my, like, actual decent review of a game. Like, I like the game a lot. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of, like, different cool, unique things to add to it. First off, I was really amazed because I think the intro in the beginning was all claymation, although I'm not sure, it may have been just computer generated, but I think it was actually, like, stop motion animation, and I thought that was really cool. And, like, the whole clay aspect of the game is really cool. But yeah, I mean, I like the game a lot. That's my review.
Alright, so you're not gonna give us a number?
I might as well. I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Alright, so let's see if you do go farther in the game. Let's see if it goes higher or lower. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
For me, you know, the experience of the game, I just think it's amazing. I think it's definitely an improved version of Kirby Canvas Curse. So, if you never got to play that game and you kind of want to know how that was, playing this game, I think that you will enjoy it even more than what you would have enjoyed for Kirby Canvas Curse. There's so much awesome stuff. The graphics are so adorable. Everything's clay. Everything's cute. The level designs are great. You know, like I said, I was getting frustrated, but that doesn't mean you'll get frustrated, because let me tell you guys something. Collecting stuff for this game is so much easier than it is for other games. Alright, so redoing levels, you're not going to be that frustrated. You might be like a little bit like, oh my gosh, but you're not going to be that frustrated, trust me. Collecting stars is so easy. All you have to do is run into them, alright, just touch them, put Kirby near that star, bam, he has a star now. Seriously, so simple. Alright, So if that's frustrating, I don't think that'll be frustrating for you. I personally enjoy the game so much. The figurines, the music is really good. Love it, love it, love it, love it. The Nintendo did a fantastic job with this. And yeah, I think I'm gonna give the game a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Because, I don't think the game is perfect. But, I don't think any game is perfect, honestly. And honestly, it takes a lot for me to think a game is perfect. But, I have to say this game really has a lot of stuff in it. And, also, there's not just the main mode. There's the challenge mode. This where, like, how, like, here's an example. Super Mario 3D World, where when you went into those purple boxes or whatever, and you have to do, like, a little challenge to get the green star. Well, Kirby has something kind of similar to that, where you have 15 seconds to do the objective and get the treasure chest. So you see, like, it's something similar, and I think people could relate to. So, yeah, I think that you guys will enjoy this game. If you don't have it, you should definitely get it. It'll be a great introduction to the Kirby series. And yeah, that's what I have to say. It's a great game, and I think you guys will enjoy it. And if you already have the game, tell us what you think in the comments, on YouTube or MPL. Tell us what you think about the game so far. Are you enjoying it? Whatever. And, before we end this Kirby podcast off, actually, there's one level I remember that actually pissed me off more than the woodland battle. Do you mind if I say it real quick, Impadude?
Go ahead.
Alright. So, in World 3, Indigo Ocean, there's a level 3-2 called the Haunted Ship, where there's these enemies, these skull enemies, that if you touch, you instantly die. Instant death. Alright, and it is really, that level actually, it pissed me off. I can't even say, the level from World 5, Woodland Battle, I can't even say that pissed me off. Because compared to the pirate ship one, the haunted ship, ooh, that one gave me a little bit of headache. Because I kept dying because of those, what are those skull things called? I think they are called the Death Skulks. And then there's a golden one. That's the boss. But, I think you guys need to try that level out. That level gave me all sorts of fever. So, yeah, that's the level that is my least favorite. Not the other one. Not the other one. Nowhere close. Okay.
Yeah, there are some levels out there in video games that are just the most annoying.
I think game creators, they create these levels thinking like, I think they, in the back of their head, they're like, yeah, this is gonna piss someone off. I know they think it. I'm telling you. But yeah,
they have to.
That's our little review of Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. So please go pick the game up whenever you have the money. Ask your mommy, ask your daddy, ask your uncle, ask your aunt, ask your grandma, ask your grandfather, ask your brother, ask your sister, ask your friend from next door. I don't care. Ask someone to get you the game if you can't afford it, because I think you will really enjoy it. And it's only $40. So, hey.
It's a lot cheaper than other Wii U games, so
exactly.
There's a little bonus. So it's like a 3DS game, basically. That's the price of it, basically.
Exactly, right? So I think you guys will love the game. So yeah, go pick it up. And if you're already enjoying the game, comment. Tell us. So that is it for our Kirby section of the podcast. Oh my god, I'm having trouble disbanding from Kirby a little bit. I gotta get some Kirby. I always gotta add some Kirby. Let's get into news and community. We don't have too much, so bear with us. Next week's podcast is our Video Game Lodge. Video Game Lodge number 3, Metroid Prime. And if you're wondering why Video Game Lodge is number 3, it's because we never did it before, so we're doing it now. We're completing it. We're revisiting it, and we're completing it this time. So, our Metroid Prime. Our first Metroid Prime podcast will be next week. So expect that. I think Super Zambazy, Dark Boo, and myself, and maybe Soul will be in it. I know I'm definitely going to be in it. So if you're already annoyed by this podcast, please, you're going to be more annoyed in the next one. Because I'm going to be in it, and you can't stop that. I think there's only literally 3 podcasts I wasn't in the whole Lost Levels run. So out of 156 podcasts, there's only 3 podcasts I wasn't in. So, but yeah, I'll be in a next podcast next week. Make sure you are commenting in the post, the Video Game Lodge number 3 dash Metroid Prime post you see on it, MPL or the Lost Levels site. We want your comments. We want to know how far you are, any questions you have, or whatever the case might be. Please make sure you are commenting. And please make sure you read stuff too, because some people don't read. So make sure you are reading. Yes, please. Yeah, so that wasn't shade towards anyone, I swear.
Oh, I know exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm like coughing and laughing here. This is not good.
Don't say his name though, alright?
I'm not gonna say it, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
But it's true tea, right? You gotta read things. Things. Alright?
Yes.
But most our MPL viewers and listeners, they always read things. So, yeah, just please, yes, thank you so much. And please comment below. I mean, not below. Comment on the Metroid Prime post. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is so improvised. Also, today we had a community night. We played Super Smash Bros. For Wii U with customizations on. So, if you joined us for that, hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't know if I was a part of it. I might have been a part of it. Might not have been because I'm editing the podcast, so I don't know. But, hopefully everyone enjoyed it. And, yeah. Community nights are always fun. Maybe we might try a different game next week. Who knows? That's up to Yoshi Man and Super Zambazy. So, you can. I'm only. What's it called? The person who. I'm only the messenger. So don't shoot. All right. Don't get crazy. All right. I'm only telling you what it is. I don't decide it. Okay. All right. Yeah. And that's it for our news and community. What's funny is while editing this, while getting the script ready, for news, I was about to put Kirby. I was like, oh yeah, Kirby and Rainbow Curse came out. And I'm like, wait, the podcast was about Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. So why do I gotta say that? I don't gotta say that. That's what the whole podcast was about. Whoops. My mind is not here today, guys. Thank God the other Lost Levels aren't here to experience this. And if they're listening to this, you better turn it off. Super Zambazy, Dark Boo, Toadette, Soul, one of you listening to this, you better turn it off. They better. They should. They should. I don't want them to hear me like this. Okay, now we're going to get into what have we been doing. So, Impadude, please share with us what have you been doing this week?
Okay, well, that's a question that people don't tend to enjoy asking me because I have a lot on my mind. So, I will tell you what happened this week. So, I remember you made like a little thing. You said something about read in this podcast. So, speaking of reading, my teacher in this reading class I'm in, it's like critical literacy. And so we had to do this homework assignment over the weekend where we had to for 24 hours, we had to pay attention to everything we read. Like, literally, you had to write down everything you read. Like, not, write exactly what you put, but, anything you read, you had to, put a tally mark next to. So, I was putting down stuff like going on the internet, texting, and, oh my gosh, I do not realize how much we read in this world. We read a lot in this world.
Yes.
She put that out there.
Some people don't, though.
Some people don't. Some people don't. We shall remain that person nameless. And then also, so then this week, me and my one friend and my other friend, so they're sort of friends, they're sort of not friends. It's just drama all day. So my week was a lot of drama. Let me just put that out there. Drama all week. And then, yeah, so then yesterday, my teacher was being a total rude human being. I don't hate her, but, she's annoying, and she can be nice, but she can be biatchy. Some days, I can't say bad language, but I will substitute. But she was, okay, so, she yelled at me because I had to go to a band lesson, because I'm in band at school, and, you know how some people will know, you have to, miss a period to go to, a band lesson, mm-hmm. And so I had to, miss social studies for that day, and my social studies teacher got so angry at me, and she had to, yell at me because of the fact that I had a band lesson. I was like, that is nothing I can control. I'm not going to say her name, but, and so, yeah, my weekend has been a lot of just, that's how my week was. Ugh.
What instrument do you play?
Flute.
Ooh, that's nice. That's cool.
Oh, and also one more thing. I do have to apologize. I think at some point in this podcast, while Spider Stereo was speaking, my dogs, I have 2 dogs, and I guess they saw something and they were barking. So if you hear barking in this podcast, I'm very sorry about that. That was my fault. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I don't have any dogs, so and there's only 2 people here.
You don't know what it's like.
Oh, well, I want to know how it's like. I've always wanted.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun for the most part, but then they can be really annoying. I don't want to go into detail, but they can be annoying.
Okay, I'm pretty sure all the dog users will agree and know what you're saying. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a dog users? Oh my god, dog owners. Oh my god, dog users. We don't use dogs. Well, actually, some people do for police work and stuff like that. But that's not using. Anyway, oh my god.
Okay, I don't think. Yeah, that didn't sound right when I thought.
Okay. Oh my god.
Okay. Alright,
let's move on.
Pretend that was never said. Dog owners.
I'll keep it in though. What have I been doing this week? I barely do anything, I swear. Oh, I've been watching Maury and Jerry Springer.
I love the Maury show!
I love Maury, right?
That's like my secret addiction. I love watching the drama that goes on in that show. It influences my life.
It's like so dramatic at times, like not even sarcastically. I mean, like seriously, like it's sometimes like I can't believe like that. Like the father's like, "Oh, I don't want to be part of the baby's life. I want to be part of the baby's life," and like it's like so adamant. I'm like, really? That's your kid? You want to be part of the baby's life? Really? Seriously? Truly?
Well, when you think about it, no, I don't entirely support like a father abandoning its baby, but when you're at that stage where you're probably not even ready for a baby, and then you have a baby coming into your life in like whatever, how many months, that can be, it can be scary, but I still think they should stay with the babies. Like, just don't abandon it, like, be there for it. Even if you're not the father, but you're the only one, like, known, like, you should still take care of the baby. Well, I don't know. Okay, that's another
Yeah, but, I've been watching Maury and Jerry Springer because, like I said, I have the TV in my room now. I've actually had it for a couple weeks, but, I'm mentioning it now. So I watch shows like that. I watch my sitcoms. Oh yes. I watch my Fresh Prince. I watch my Friends. I watch my 2.5 Men. I watch my sometimes I watch what do I watch? Seinfeld, but sometimes I get sick of Seinfeld because I'm like, oh, I've seen all these shows already. So I'm pretty much a guy that's like really into like funny stuff, and sometimes serious stuff because I like watching movies like I like romance and I like things like that. I'm like a mix. I like all sorts of different things.
I'm just like you. I like romance. I like comedy. I like seriousness. I saw this weird movie. Oh yeah, I just mentioned it at the beginning, but The Birdman. Like, by God, that's somehow like nominated for an Oscar. I don't know how anyone like would think that's good for an Oscar. That was the weirdest movie I've ever seen. I'm sorry for anyone who has to see that movie. That movie was. It was a little weird at the end. Like, that was just kind of, like, creepy and everything. But it was a weird movie. I'm sorry if you've watched it yet.
But yeah, also I wanted to mention this about a show I've watched. I'm sorry about all these TV talk, but, TV talk is normal talk.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's normal talk, alright? That's what people talk about.
Yeah.
Speaking of Friends, the guy who played, Chandler, Matthew Perry? I don't know if you watch Friends, if you don't watch it, but I'm just mentioning it. But he was in a show called The Odd Couple, and it came out recently, and I love that. And then it's a new show that came out like earlier this week. I forgot, like Thursday or Wednesday, something like that. I can't remember. I don't know why. But, I watched it, and oh my god, it was so freaking funny. I loved it. Oh my gosh, there's just so many good shows coming on, and I don't have time to watch them all. So like I just pick and choose what I watch, and oh my god, that show was funny. I don't regret watching that. That was fantastic. So you should keep an eye out for that, guys. The Odd Couple on CBS. Check your local listings. I could do it. I swear, I could be a good advertiser. Hey, I've been advertising Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. So you see, I could do it.
Kirby, yeah. I see you being an advertiser. Like, I actually do see it.
Yeah, right? I could picture it. Other than that, what video games have we been playing? Of course, Kirby and Rainbow Curse. That's a given.
Yeah. Yeah, that's given.
I've been playing Smash Brothers Wii U. Finally completed All-Star with all the characters on hard. So, thank God I got that done. Got that challenge done, so I don't have to do that. Thank the Lord. Since I got it done. Other than that, I've been playing on Wi-Fi. People still complaining, moaning, and whining, and I kick their sorry little behinds, but, haters gonna hate, but you know what? Kisses for my haters! Mwah, mwah, mwah! Yes, that's a taunt I have on Smash Brothers for Wii U. It's a taunt called Kisses for my haters, because it's the truth! Haters gonna hate on me, kisses for all of them. Kisses, smooches, hugs, what is it called? head scratching. I don't know. All sorts of stuff for my haters. Please and I always say please and thank you to my haters. That's what I always do. Please and thank you.
The best way to handle hate is with more love.
Yeah. So that's
my motto.
That's what I do to my haters. Unless someone's like a real jerk, and then I just have to clock the tea on them. Otherwise, always do that. Other than that, not much else has been going on this week. It's been like really cold out, but other than that, yeah, nothing else has been going on. So we're gonna close off this podcast. All right, thank you guys so much for listening to this short podcast. It's really short today, but it was just me and Impadude. But thank you so much, Impadude, for joining.
Thank you so much for having me. This is like
no
the coolest experience ever.
We're gonna have you come on again sometime because I want you to come on like when the other Lost Levels are here too. Because
okay.
I'll be more interesting and more entertaining with them here because
No, this is like so much fun.
Oh, thank you. But I feel like kind of like but the other people didn't make it. But it's not my fault. But
no, I'm sure it'll be so much more fun with like the others. I'm sure it's a ton of fun. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on here.
No problem. And let me get into the ending information. You can subscribe to us and rate us on iTunes. Yes, please do so. Give us a review. We love that stuff. We love reviews. You can check out Mario Party Legacy at MarioPartyLegacy.com and the Lost Levels podcast at thelostlevels.mariopartylegacy.com. For me, you can follow me through the ends of the earth, across the frozen sea. I am Spider Star You everywhere on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr, Nintendo Network, and Google+. Add me to your circles, not your triangles, not your squares, but your circles. And make sure you follow me on things like Tumblr and YouTube because I've been all up on there recently. YouTube, I'm starting to get more into the hang of uploading more videos because I've been on a kind of a drought of videos recently, but I'm on more videos, so please go check that out. And Impadude, where can we find you on social media? Are you anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, I have social media stuff. Really the biggest place you can follow me, or I guess subscribe to me, is on YouTube because I do have a YouTube channel. It's Impadude. But yeah, I'm very sorry for my viewers because I've been working on a Captain Toad Treasure Tracker series, and I don't think I've put in another episode or another video on my channel since like last month, and I kind of have to work on that. But I've been pressed with like other stuff and everything, and I have to focus on other stuff, but yeah, I'm probably gonna get right back into that. Other than that, I don't really have any other too much social media stuff. Like I have like personal stuff, but I'm not gonna say my Instagram out on here.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sorry, guys.
But you're also on the MPL website. You're Impadude.
Yes, so you can follow me at Impadude.
So yeah, go follow that. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much, Impadude.
Thank you.
And that's it for the podcast. That's all there is. So thank you guys so much for listening, and we are going to be seeing you next time, all right? So see you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.